DeAndre Ayton, #1 draft pick, hands down. Most talented, best basketball player by far out of the draft. University of Arizona, goes to the Suns. You know what they kept saying? The guy won't stop playing video games. Well, I think there's top 20%, and then there's the elite. The elite are the select 1 and 2% that have an incredible drive, and they have a gift when it comes to sales. Sales is a craft. Sales is a gift. Sales is understanding mentality, the psyche of somebody, how to walk somebody down a path to get them to do certain things in order to move forward on things. Lighting a fire under somebody subliminally to where it doesn't sound like you're being too salesy. There's a real art form to being a great salesperson. And then you have somebody that has great drive, that wake up and say, I'm gonna do it, nothing's gonna hold me back. That's like 1 to 2%. So that's the elite. That's the Patrick Mahomes, right? Now, when you get into the good, when you get into like the Matt Staffords of the world and your quarterbacks or your leaders that they might not be elite, but they're really good at what they do, those 10%, those people sometimes just might not be as talented, right? They might have the drive, but if you're like the uber talented with the God-given ability to have drive, it's like you're just not gonna beat those people. That's why there is a top 1%, right? The rest have drive, they just might not be as talented. Now you can always learn in your craft or whatever, but I'll take those people all day long. The top 20% are driven with consistency. They keep working at it. They're not the best salesperson, but they work. Like the drive factor is far more important than the skill set. You can improve skill set. I can't make you get up and want to go win. I can't. I mean, how many athletes out there that were supposed to be so talented? I can think of one that was here in Arizona. He's probably heard of him. You've probably heard of him. DeAndre Ayton, #1 draft pick, hands down. Most talented, best basketball player by far out of the draft. University of Arizona, goes to the Suns. You know what they kept saying? The guy won't stop playing video games. There comes a point where talent will catch up to you. And that's what it did. He didn't have the drive. You might be good in the Pac-10 to knock these 18-year-olds around. But guess what? It's a different ballgame. That's drive. How many examples can you come up with people that they might have been talented, but that drive factor, wanting to be the best, will catch up to you? When you talk about top 20%, though, you don't have to be the best of the best. You just have to be consistent with the effort. I mean, there's a lot of people at this company that aren't the best, most talented salespeople, but they work hard. And I think part of our culture here is just work hard, because I'm a prime example. I went to a shitty public high school. I went to a MAC school in college, graduated with a 2.8. Like, I didn't come from no money. I just outworked people, period. When I started at Pulte, they gave me a partner. My job every month, I wanted to beat my partner. That's it. I wanted to be better than them. And you know what's interesting? Out of the 4 years or so that I sold at Pulte at the beginning of my career, of those 4 years that I sold at Pulte, I never lost to my partner once. I tied one of my partners. Her name was Valerie. She was really good. She was a superstar. But the thing is like so many of my partners that I had, and I had some good ones too. I remember Maggie, I had a partner named Maggie. She was unbelievable at what she did. And then I had some partners that were okay, right? The ones that were okay, that was easy. But I knew our days off, I knew our schedule, and it was very simple. I'm just gonna work. I'm coming in when I'm not supposed to be here. I'm coming in early. Instead of opening up the model at 11 o'clock when we opened up, I would open up at 9. Because guess what? There might be 1 or 2 people that walk in that door that I can sell a house to. I'm already here. That's the type of stuff. While meanwhile, some of my partners, they'd walk in 10 minutes before 11, open the model up, sit down and get started. Like, no, it's all the same. There's a reason you're always on the top. You just do things better. But the people that aren't, those people that sit there and want to be on the top, they just need to have an honest discussion with themselves. Do I really want it? Because like people beat themselves up over it, but the reality is they're beating themselves up because they don't put the effort in. I can't teach. We can't teach that stuff. I can't teach that stuff.